In last video, we have seen if a code written within try block is throwing exception will be handled by relevant catch statement. Now it is possible for a code to generate multiple exception, and for that we can put multiple catch block for a single try block. For example, here I'm writing integer, I'm taking an array, and within this array I'm giving elements like 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5 is at index position 0, 10 is at 1, 15 is at 2, and 20 is at 3 index position. Beside that, I'm also taking two integer variable a, to which I'm assigning value 5, and b I'm giving 5 only. Then here I'm writing a statement, a code, integer x equals to, here I'm taking ARR of 1. That means this is referring to index position 1. At index position 1 we have 10. So here 10 will come, and here within bracket I'm saying a minus b. That means value of a is 5 and b is 5, that is 0. That means we are trying to divide this element, that is 10, with 0. And after that, if we print it, so to run it, it is not going to give us answer. It is going to show that here we have arithmetic exception, that is divide by 0. So we need to put this code within try block because it is throwing exception. And for this try block, as we know that it is throwing arithmetic exception, so we can put catch, and here we have to give arithmetic exception, and for that I'm creating object AE. And here we can print any message like divide by 0. Now this code is going to run properly. It is going to give us answer divide by 0 because this code within try block is giving exception divide by 0. Suppose if we don't know what kind of exception this code is throwing, that we for that we can, or this code is generating multiple exception. For that we can give multiple catch statement for this single try statement. Catch, and here second type of exception I'm giving here is array index out of bounds exception. Here also will print some message. Out of save it and run it. It is not going to show some different answer. Answer will be same, divide by 0. Now if you really don't know what kind of exception this code is throwing, then we can use generalized exception class. Catch, this exception class is the parent of all the other exceptions like arithmetic exception, array index out of bounds exception. So we need to put this class at the end, otherwise this class is going to hold all the kind of exception. It will not go to these catch statement. Exception E. we run it, answer is not going to change, it will be same. Suppose if we put this catch statement above all the other catch statements like here, first of all it is not going to accept it, it is going to give us error. Here it has started giving error that unreachable code block for arithmetic exception. It is already handled by catch block for exception. That means this code is handling exception thrown by this code. So we don't need this code. So we need to put this code at the end of all the catch statements. It twice. Now here if we comment this part of code, that means catch arithmetic exception code, and if we comment this one also, then this array index out of bound exception is not going to handle this arithmetic exception. It is going to show us error. So here it is showing us error. So if we remove comment from this, that arithmetic exception error exception will be caught by this generalized exception, because we have already commented this arithmetic exception. Now it is running properly. So if we don't know what kind of exception our code is showing, then we can put the generalized exception class at the end of all the other exceptions. Now if we want to execute some other code, like here if I put, so it is this statement of code will be executed after this statement of code. That means it is first going to give this divide by 0, and after that it is going to execute this outside catch block. So first it is giving divide by 0, and second it is giving outside catch block.